stand or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn.
Fascinating.
Oh, safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Very interesting thing with that bit where you're on all fours and
You told me the armor was a bomb.
It was! But good armor is hard to find. Maybe I just...
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used, tried and tested by the finest adventurers. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? I knew it. I knew she wasn't dead. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Thank you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
swift as my feet can carry me.
You are not Jahira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketheric out in the Shadowlands, no?
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Salona's tears as some kind of code.
Doppelgangers! They're doppelgangers!
Geraldus, you spoiled Orin's surprise. We'll deliver you alive for that. But not you.
Bloody doppelgangers!
Never let the kids play out in the street now.
Wouldn't want that. Lord Gortash needs to send the steel watch through here. Mop up all this riffraff.
1, 2,
I think even made up
3,
work cut out for him.
4.
You're not even very far in yet.
Mate, he was nervous.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
A relaxed tone and easy smile, but the halfling's shifting gaze gives it away. Something has him rattled.
Just fine. Eager to serve, any way I may. Will this one start breaking bones like the stone? Hin's horned feet. I should have been a baker. The who? The what? All right, fine. A rather large and heavily armed fellow has taken head banker Glitterbeard below. He used that name. He's an unusual sort of customer, but the head banker said he'd handle it, so it's fine. I'm sure we're just fine. That would be most unusual, but then so is our visitor. Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass, and should my superior ask, keep my name out of it.
Mark the notice in the barracks, bud.
You have the natural elegance of a dance.
Banjack.
No one shall demand to speak to the manager.
What's your guild name? You know, like Nine Fingers, the Nail.
Carol Kill Witness.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. A little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage. Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now. Morrigan's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath, it is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments.
Oh my gods. I'm gonna faint.
You. The Absolute has shown me your face, villain. I will beat it into a more pleasing shape.
Enough play, Stone Lord.
The Absolute has other plans for this one. Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done. Now come, Stone Lord. We have the gold, and the Absolute has need of it elsewhere.
As you say, Jaheira.
Stealing your ally is one thing. Stealing your face, an ignoble act by any estimation.
Breathe.
Tell me about Minsk.
Breathe.
These footprints started in the sewers.
Minsk. He seemed to believe that doppelganger was truly Jaheira. A sure sign he's being manipulated.
Yes? Scarning shape changers. And of course, the fool would follow their every word just because they wear my face. I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsk against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired. It is some defect of the mind, I think, to stubbornly insist you are following the light, even as you blunder through the darkness. Or perhaps the defect is mine. When I left Minsk to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsk would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsk unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool, hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face. No. But snotting into my sleeve while there is still work to do is. Come then. We need a lead, and bullying this banker ought to make me feel better. I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nine Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Crooked touch.
These things have stayed interesting.
Keep a blade close.
Just
with pleasure.
breathe.
Are the gods truly this petty? Are the gods truly this petty?
That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it.
Just as I was getting bored, our Lord sends us a little diversion.
No use. It's blocked. Still breathing, despite everything. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your Lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend, too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect. And you will return to the Guildhall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the Guildhall.
Jahira! You have an even, much uglier twin sister? Minsk does not like this.
Against the darkness swarming, his senses a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell Eurylith to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The Mind Flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life.
For a brief moment, the lines on her face look deeper, her eyes full of pleading.
I have said my piece.
Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira, you killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the Dead Three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why?
Suggested.
You do well to heed her. Jaheira was very wise. Even before she was very old. There is someone you must meet. He is... Where is he? He's on his way!
On my way.
Where are you? Squeak, so I might know you are well! My friend, From our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings. But none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Minsk finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart, and whiskers, and cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsk to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you? No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's Gate of evil, together! You have a great many companions already. There is no room for little Boo, or slightly larger Minsk. Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But... I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. He is an ass. I can make no promises beyond that. But even so, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Boo seems like a worthy addition to our group. His pet, Minsk, may prove useful also.
On Kresh Kalir, giant space hamsters are a staple food. Their hocks are quite scrumptious, if a bit fatty. Very. But I've never heard of a miniature version, let alone a conversant one. Which means Boo is either a rare specimen, or an ordinary hamster.
Minsk just joined our team. This is the best day of my life.
Jahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand. It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jahira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waklaren?
Waklaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jahira does as Jahira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?